Hello there, this is DVT, and this Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 9 on Nintendo Switch, and today we're gonna close off the season. What is it? Bring the heat? Heat wave? I think it's bring the heat. Whatever. The summer season, it's finally ending. In fact, I'm recording this 3 days before the entire season ends, and well, I wanted to make an update as to what is happening because there's something that we need to have a deep look into. Not deep, but just a look. But first, I'm driving here in multiplayer with my beautiful Pagani Zonda R, a car that cost me so many tokens to unlock, but here it is, beautiful. This was granted like a year ago, wherever. But this is actually somewhat topical to what we're going to be talking about in a second. But for now, you'll notice that I'm in first place, no competition. That is because just about everybody is driving on their BMW ZL, whatever it is. And obviously because people are just farming this thing. They want to get their rewards and they need to be farming, so they basically farm with the most basic car because, you know, with turbo controllers and all of that stuff, whatever. The point is that for the most part, when you're playing this multiplayer, you're not gonna find a lot of people that are actually racing, more people that are just farming, except I guess the exception, or rather the case in which you will not find that is if you're racing in the really high leagues. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to tell you why we would see so many BMWs Z4, not ZLs. Okay, close enough. Anyway, let's move on. So what is the deal with the end of the season? Well, it has to do with the fact that the Pagani Huayra R has its special event. Now, the first half of this entire season was more about the Drive Syndicate. I made some videos on that. I showed you the progress and all of that. But as it stands right now, in fact, let me show you right here. You see that the Bring the Heat season, there we go, or something like that. It ends in 3.5 days. So really, this season is about to end. Now, I made all the progress that I could in the Pagani Huayra R special event. I'll just give you a quick overview. I made some progress because I definitely had some of these cars. Some others I don't have, so or I have at lower stars. So for example, right now I'm just legit stuck. This is as far as I get because while I do own this car, the Barquera, well, I don't have it at enough stars to continue making progress. So I'm dead stuck over here. But what's worth mentioning is the fact that if we look at the Pagani Huayra R itself, you can see on the top left, it says that I have 34 out of 55 blueprints. This is all the blueprints that I was able to acquire during the special event, and some blueprints that I got through the Legend Pass, you know, all of that stuff. So that is as far as I got in unlocking the Huayra R. Now, this is a car that I actually like quite a lot. Paganis are cars that I like. I think they're really beautiful. But in particular, I like the R variants of the cars, you know. Hold on, let me put a filter. Jesus. Filter, there we go. Navigation on the Switch is a little bit weird because you have to do it with the controller, and this entire UI is not very friendly to controllers, but anyway. So let's filter by Pagani, and I really like Pagani cars in general. And you will see that over here I have all the Paganis, including the Mola, which is a rare car. Now, I only have it at 2 stars, but that is perfectly fine for me because I've explained before, in the Nintendo Switch version of the game, I just like collecting the cars because just by having them means that I can use them in quick race. So even if the server shuts down or this version it stops being supported or whatever, these cars I can still use offline. So even if it's only at 2 stars, I don't mind having my Pagani Imola. In fact, I do like having it at 2 stars because if you have it at 1 star, well, you have it unlocked. At 2 stars, you have custom colors, so that's kind of dope. So that is why I want to also get the Pagani Huayra R, because in that way I would complete the collection of Paganis. And as I was saying, I particularly like the R version of cars. If you don't know, the R refers to it being like a race car. The Zonda R and the Huayra R are not road legal cars. They're track toys, basically. So anyway, I really like this car, and like I said, the Pagani Zonda R, it's just one of my favorite cars that is in the Lambo out there. And while I don't like this one as much as the Zonda R, I still think that it's a beautiful car, and I would love to have it. So anyway, enough of the justification as to why I would like to have this car. I want to get it. And currently, since that is as far as I got in the special event, there's only one way in which I could possibly unlock the car, and that is, you know it, spending tokens. Now, I need about 21 blueprints, and I have 16,000 tokens. This means that I will absolutely guarantee unlocking the car if I were to spend all of it, because, well, each pack costs 900 tokens, and each pack has at least, at the very least, 3 blueprints. So that means I can do... Alright, don't judge me. I may or may not have pulled up a calculator to make the to check it out. With the amount of tokens that I have, I can actually buy 18 packs. And 18 packs times 3 blueprints. Oh, Jesus, I wrote it wrong. 18 packs times 3 blueprints. That means 54 blueprints that I can get for the car. However, I don't want to go broke buying this. So my idea is to get back or get down to 10,000 tokens, meaning I'm willing to spend 6,000 tokens in buying these packs. Now 6,000 tokens times 3 blueprints means I would get around 18 blueprints, right? So the minimum, if I get a little bit lucky in any of the packs, I will be able to get more than 3 in one pack, and that should unlock the car for me. So we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that I can unlock this beauty. And it would be even better if I hit some jackpot or something, because I would love to take this thing to 2 stars so that I can use custom colors. Because man, custom colors in that car. Oh, look at that fender. There it is. Huayra. Beautiful. And that means there should be at least another drop of the Huayra, because the very last drop is the guaranteed one. So there we go. If you get any drop before the last one, that means you're gonna get that drop and the last one. So there we go. That's good. 6 blueprints from that. Now, as I was saying, I would absolutely love if I could get this thing to 2 stars, because man, for example, the Huayra R is also in Asphalt 8, but the problem is that it doesn't have color options, so you only drive it at that color all the time. And I don't know, I think it's cool to be able to change the color of the thing. Okay, there we go. Nice, 6 blueprints again, lovely. All right, so the thing is that as it stands right now, I don't have a lot of reason to spend tokens in the future. The next thing where I really want to spend tokens, it's gonna be when the Lamborghini Revuelto shows up. Okay, there we go, nice. When the Revuelto shows up, and that's still so far away from now, so I still have quite a bit of... Oh my god! Yeah, baby! Oh yeah! I mean, very nice. Oh, come to Papa! Oh yeah! Oh, that's so... I was joking. Oh my god, finally. Woo! All right, you know what? Ah, that feels so good. So how close did that put me to the 2nd star? I mean, I guess we're gonna figure out. I still haven't hit the maximum amount of tokens I said I was gonna spend, so let's continue. Because if I can get this thing to 2 stars, that would be absolutely my goal achieved. But as I was saying, I really only want to, or I really only need to spend tokens in the Revuelto, which is still like, what, like 9 months away from now? Maybe 8 months, something like that, I'm not sure. But it's still, oh, 6 more blueprints and I've done it. Oh my god. So yeah, it's still a lot of time for me to save tokens. Now, I do want to have a bunch of tokens for when the Revuelto comes, because at that same time, not only I want to try to max out the Revuelto, I also want to try to max out all the other Lambos around. And you know that there's packs for those Lambos during that time. So I don't know. I want to see if I have an opportunity to do that. All right, only 3 drops in that, but you know what? I can't be upset. I got a legit jackpot, so... So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I do need to save, but like I said, I have a lot of time to do that. So for the time being, I feel perfectly fine by spending tokens into trying to unlock my Huayra R. But not only did I unlock it, I took it to 2 stars and oh my god, feels so good, man. Oh yeah, and 2 stars. Oh, I legit did not expect this to happen. I was hopeful, obviously, but I did not properly expect it to happen. So all right, I gotta check it out right now. I absolutely need to check it out, because man, you have no idea how happy this makes me. There it is, Huayra R, 2 stars, and like I said, it's not because I want to make it competitive in multiplayer. 2 stars, I doubt it'll be, but that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is having the car, and more importantly now, the fact that I have custom colors. And by the way, you can see that I have already unlocked dual colors. And that just has to do with the fact that I played a lot of multiplayer with this thing when it had a free try. Look at that! Oh my god. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my... Oh, this... I'm sorry if I'm just gushing over here, but this makes me so unbelievably happy. Of course, you can make it matte so that it looks even more menacing. Look at that thing, man. You know what? I just realized that even at stock, look at that. Well, it's not a stock. It does have some upgrades applied, right? To level 1, yes. But look at that, speed of 362. Holy macaronis. That is absolutely amazing. Holy, all right, I need a second to breathe. Don't mind me while I'm just playing a little bit with the colors on this thing, man. All right, you know what? I feel like I gotta try multiplayer. I have to. I don't know what to say. Hold on, I don't even know that I'm in the correct league to play there because I think a new season just started recently and I haven't played a whole lot of it, or have I? I don't know. Okay, I'm in silver, so I'm not quite there yet. How close am I to be able to get there? Oh, long way. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pause right here. And we go 4 races later, and we are in the Gold League. That means that I actually get to test my Pagani Huayra R for the first time. Oh my god. Yes. Though I should probably, I mean, again, it is not that I'm expecting it to do good, but maybe I should still upgrade it just to make sure. I mean, upgrade it as much as possible. Spending a bunch of credits, which again, I'm trying to actually save a little bit of my credits because I got a bunch of cars to upgrade. And I've talked about before how I have noticed that I make this terrible mistake of acquiring a bunch of cars that might actually be pretty good, and yet I don't upgrade it, and I'm like, I'll upgrade them later, and I never do. And guess what? They are just completely useless in the garage without being used at all. And granted, this is not necessarily one of them because again, this is only at 2 stars, but I do have cars on much higher stars that are supposed to be useful, and yet I have them stop over there. But look at that, 365 top speed, that is absolutely crazy. Jesus, that's faster than regular class A cars, and this is a class B car at 2 stars, jeez. Though probably it's gonna suffer a lot with the handling and the drifting. Acceleration, it's alright considering the situation this is at. So alright, I'm really curious, I need to try it, let's check it out. Now, I absolutely wanted to make sure that I was gonna test this car at the start of the Gold League, which is obviously when I'm gonna be racing against people without necessarily the best cars out there. So this is kind of on purpose, but it's fine. Any possibility that I can give this car to do relatively okay, I'll do it, at least just for this video. But man, it really makes me so happy to have this car. Legit, it's... Oh man, when I got to try this car in the global version, well, a year ago, and I thought, you know what, this is a very cool looking car, I would like to get it, but you know, I didn't have any tokens, I wasn't ready for it, I didn't have the cars even for the special event to make progress in the special event, so yeah, that was just like, whatever. And the fact also that this is not a key car makes things so much more different, because you know how in special events, in order to get the key, it's such a pain in the rear, right? Where you basically have to finish the entirety of the special event. If that was the case, well, I would be completely out of luck, but thankfully this being just a blueprint car, that means that get enough tokens, get enough blueprints, and the car is yours, and that is the case for me right now. And by the way, another peculiar thing about this car is that it actually has a different roomy noise in this game, or this version of the game, than the global version. It's very strange, but I appreciate it because in here on the Switch, it actually sounds better. And you know what? This drift for a 2-star car, it's actually not too bad. I mean, maybe it's slow, but it wasn't actually too bad in terms of the drifting capabilities of it. But man, again, it's not that I expect this car to be doing amazing in multiplayer overall, though it seems to be somewhat usable, but it was just the fact of me acquiring this car, being able to also have it at 2 stars. Oh man, it's such a beautiful thing, and I'm really happy. This completes my Pagani collection in this game, and I know that for at least 1 more year there's not gonna be any other Pagani, so hey, I can call this collection complete for now. So good. But alright, that is gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit the like button, all of that good stuff. Check these other videos related to, I don't know what, but I made them, so they're probably really good. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and stay safe. Bye-bye.